Hey, superstars, champion minded. I am excited. This is Debbie Albrecht coming to you for our weekly champion mindset tip and habit. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having a great week. Thanks for joining me every week. I hope this blesses you, adds value. Comment what you're loving, what you're taking away, maybe a habit that you put into place that is moving your life forward in the way that you want it to go. Super grateful that you are choosing to grow yourself, right? Like that's the biggest thing, is to make that choice to not stay stagnant, but to grow yourself. So this week, I'm talking from The Habits That Make a Champion, and we're talking about habit number 4, the habit of setting goals. Now, there's a lot of conversation about goal setting, and I'm going to share what's in the book, and then I'm going to share a couple other thoughts that I have. Is Des Linden said, set big goals and learn to love the work that gets you to them. Even if you fall short, you're still winning. You know, in my business, we say, shoot for the moon, you'll land among the stars, right? But if you don't set a high goal, you're not going to really grow or stretch yourself. That's where the champion comes from. That's where the champion engaged. So having a vision and setting goals are an essential of becoming a champion. Each morning, champions rise excited about pursuing the goals that they have set for themselves. Goals provide you with fuel to do the work. Some advantages of setting goals are that they help increase your direction, motivation, and commitment. There are 3 types of goals everyone could have. Long-term goals, right? Like the next 3 to 5 years, or maybe even a year. Performance goals or growth goals. Like those are my favorite. Is how can I grow myself? Because I know as I grow as a person, then the results will also follow in anything that I set out to do. And then daily progress goals. So those little tiny habits that add on to it. So a long-term goal is not going to be achieved in a day or week or even in a month. You might think about an Olympian who really for 4 years, at least 4 years, probably more, every single day they visualize and think about the goal of a gold medal in their specific sport. So for 4 years, 365 days times 4, they focus on that goal for a 1 minute, 3 minute, or 90 minute, or 3-period game, right? Like, or whatever it might be for that one moment in time. That's a long-term goal. Now, you can't just have that and not have performance goals, like little things that get you there. So in business, what would be the daily actions that would move you forward in growing your business? What would be the daily actions in getting healthier? What would be the daily actions in a champion mindset? What would be some daily actions that you could take for the goal that you have that's a little bit farther out? What if it's a financial goal? All right, so daily process goals. I love that. They are the day-to-day goals that work together to help you perform, and longer-term goals. So these encompass daily tasks that connect to the performance goals or the outcome of those goals. Now, we've heard of SMART goals before, right? Like SMART, make it specific, make it measurable, make it attainable, make it relevant, and make it time-based. But I'm going to add, if you have not read the book, Atomic Habits, it is a wonderful, easy read and such a simple way to really, he talks more about growth goals, which I think are easier for us to dive in. Sometimes setting a big, audacious goal, that's awesome and fun, but it's like, how do we back it up? How do we break it down? How do we make those increments and give ourselves a pat on the back, have the success along the way that keeps us moving forward? So I love one thing he talks about is habit stacking. So let's say, for example, you want to drink 8 glasses of water a day and you don't currently do that. But let's say you drink coffee every morning, and the night before you set up your coffee maker or whatever, and it's ready to go. So when you wake up, your coffee is ready, brewing, whatever. I don't drink coffee, so I might not be using the right language. What if the night before you put a glass of water next to the coffee maker, and you chose that you drink the glass of water either while your coffee is being made or before you even drink your coffee? Now you've just stacked a habit because you have a habit of already drinking a cup of water or a cup of coffee every day. So now you in your brain, now you add a glass of water. It's an easier habit to add than if you never drink coffee. So I don't drink coffee, so that might be harder for me to do than someone who does. What else could you stack? So it might be that I'm a big believer in setting a goal and rewarding yourself. So I make for my business, make 10 reach outs and then reward myself with whatever I want to do, right? Like going for a walk outside and getting some fresh air. I might reward myself with oh gosh, I don't know. If I was in Rome, it would be gelato. I'm just like in this kick of wanting to be in Rome again and have gelato. I love gelato. That's off the subject. So I can't stack that habit, but habit stacking. So think about what are the things you already do in a day and you know that you want to add in. Now, it also means that you might, okay, here's the thing. I love movies. Okay. I love to watch movies. So a lot of times that's my treat to stack my habits is having that reward. And, to be successful and have a champion mindset, delayed gratification is key. I know we all want things so fast, but delayed gratification helps you to be a champion. All right, so some things to remember when goal setting is that, as in life, things don't always go according to plan. It is normal to experience setbacks or interruptions along the way. This could come as, a kid getting sick, an injury, personal life happening, but it's important in these circumstances to aim to be more open-minded and adaptable. However, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, is your commitment level. Is sometimes when things would show up that I wanted to do, I would think, how can I still do both? Get my goal done for the day and the other thing, instead of, oh, by the wayside, because that becomes a habit of, oh, by the wayside as well. On a personal note, I always like to share and discuss my goals with at least one other person that you can trust and that's going to be your amen corner and not say, you can't do that, but who will raise you up and lift you up. So a lot of times that's me if I'm your coach and mentor. But share it with somebody, because if you keep it to yourself, then you also let yourself off the hook. This keeps me accountable for my targets and ambitions and receiving the encouragement along the journey, especially on the days when your motivation is low. A useful tool is to write your goals down and place them somewhere you can see daily. My bathroom mirror is a great place. And sometimes I just use lipstick to write on there, but a place where you're going to do it. We used to say, and I still do, is write it down in color with pictures with a date. And 80% of the time, those goals you write down while you're putting work and effort into it will come true. I challenge you to put that into action and then put it in the places you are most often: bathroom mirror, refrigerator, car, computer, on your phone screen. Those are 5 great places to put it. If you see it, believe it, work for it, you can achieve it. And as we close, here's our saying for today. I hope this has been beneficial and helpful. If you've taken something away, put in the comments something that you've done, a tip that you might share, or how this might have added value and what you learned today. If goals are the fuel that drives our ambition, habits are the engine that get us there. Have a great week of habit stacking and developing your champion mindset. See you next week.